Yeah.
What's up, folks? How are those summer workouts going? Report your progress and I'll give you a high five.
Just a reminder that I am very fat and very sexy, and I am 100% glorifying obesity, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I could totally snatch your Uber Eats delivery, and there's nothing you can do about it because I run really fast, especially on a caffeine high. Actually, it might be a good idea. Let's make them so angry at me that they'll have to run to punch me, and they'll burn some fat in the process. Is it a good plan? What do you think? Let me know in the comments.
If you are thin and you post those body positivity photos where you're hunched over and forcing yourself to have rolls, I want you to feel embarrassed. Because that's embarrassing.
Oh, okay. We have enough problems without your advice, thanks. It's not us who are clogging American toilets. All thin people want is to be left alone to eat whatever we want and not gain weight.
Hey, genius. These medical conditions are primarily determined by genetics. So why y'all keep equating being fat with very specific stereotypical medical conditions is beyond my comprehension.
In Delulu land, maybe. There, you can blame your fat ass on your fat parents as much as you want. Like a famous genetic disorder known as Doritos, for example. Or Mountain Dew ITs. No, they're not a sponsor.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
I only eat the finest of garbage. Sorry, it's more like I refuse to eat at any restaurant where I can't fit in the door, and I only eat farm-to-table, cage-free, free-range bacon kind of standards. Impressive. Honestly, I just ate a Pop-Tart off the floor and I couldn't care less. Don't judge me.
Friendly reminder that you do not need to lose weight to do anything that you want to do in life. Want to go?
No hate to OP because technically that's right. But we can't act like weight isn't a limiting factor. Here's a story. One of my best friends got married in this beautiful summer camp situation. And of course, I was taking advantage of everything as someone who was part of her bridal party. One of the last things included a 5-mile hike and a zip line to our next destination. I was down, of course. I was happy to do it. I asked the dude running the zip line, hey, are you sure you have a zip line thing that can fit me? He looked me up and down and said, yeah, we've had bigger dudes. So, of course, I was like, great, I'll go next. The looks on everyone's faces when I tried their little zipline undie thing that you have to slip on to go, and none of them fit. Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. And yet, I had to be there all embarrassed and be like, haha, I'll catch you guys at the next destination, I guess. So sure, you don't need to lose weight to do anything, but you can't pretend like the structures and institutions around us aren't made for larger bodies. Like, that's just ridiculous.
Zip lines have weight limits for a reason. I learned that the hard way. So no matter how much you avoid scales or kid yourself about your weight, it doesn't change the fact that it could be unsafe for you and everyone around. You know, the zip line might unexpectedly drop 300 pounds at once. Physics, gravity is fat-phobic and all that. I really hope I don't find out next that gravity was invented by thin people just to keep fat voices down. They are onto you, Newton. Watch your back.
Can we normalize eating in meetings?
Yes, let's talk about this. And I apologize to the original creator of the video. It wouldn't let me stitch, so here we are, but I'll make sure to tag them in the comments here. My boss at my old job before I ended up quitting was super into intermittent fasting, and he would always schedule meetings around lunchtime. They were either first thing in the morning or they were around lunchtime, which cut into everyone else's lunchtime. When I started at that job, I was still newly in my ED recovery. So it was really important for me to make sure that I was still hitting all of those times and meals and snacks and things. But when he would constantly schedule meetings for around that time, I couldn't eat, which just made it really difficult and really triggering. When I brought it up and asked if I could bring something to the meeting, if I could just eat. At the time we were working remotely. So I even asked, if I could just have my camera off and just kind of listen in, especially since I was kind of more in like an assistant role. And I was told that it was unprofessional to have food around. If you ask me, keeping someone who is in ED recovery from being able to eat and heal is unprofessional too, but that's a whole other story. And honestly, if I was the client and I saw someone eating, especially if the meeting was built around a mealtime, I would not have a single problem with that at all. And of course, being the fat girl who wants to eat just kind of furthers the stigma. So I didn't really feel like I could speak up, because then it would just be the joking, oh, you really want to eat, huh? Or if I tried to bring it up, he would try to sell me on the intermittent fasting and how great it is and how great he feels and his metabolism and all the other bullshit. So please let people eat.
Yeah, what's the big deal? I don't know about you, but my favorite thing to do while presenting a sales report is eat a bucket of KFC. I also love to slurp soup while my manager is talking. He hates that, but I don't care. I'm a real rascal. By the way, how do you guys like that fish smell in the conference room? That's right. I just microwaved my meal. I'm making a statement. It's 30 seconds until lunch, but I can't wait, because let's be real. There's nothing more important in the world than filling your belly.
There are worse things to be in life than fat. There are worse things to be in life than fat. There are worse things to be in life than fat. And if you forgot it, I'll tell you again. There are worse things to be in life than fat.
Yeah, you might find yourself involved in the fat acceptance movement. That'd be worse. That's called giving up.
I'm going to spiral.
Let's go.
And I'm going to bring you along with me.
We love that.
Boop, boop. So as
Buckle in. Let her off the leash.
Buckle in. Buckled up. So as I'm sitting at my computer, doing research for this episode, and pulling up statistics, I find something that the CDC released in 2009. I'm scared. The CDC released a, quote, obesity cost calculator.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I know where this is going.
Wait.
Insurance premiums for companies, money.
To tally the financial losses linked to their overweight employees. So, I'm not even there yet. I'm going to spiral more. So it's called LeanWorks. LeanWorks, and it stands for Leading Employees to Activity and Nutrition. The website provides various resources to employers, including an obesity cost calculator, estimate the total costs associated with obesity, and determine annual obesity-related medical costs for their companies. 2, information and resources to help employers plan, build, and assess interventions to combat obesity.
Intervention.
And that's the word they use. That's the word.
Intervention.
That's the word.
Interventions like not allowing them to order McDonald's at board meetings? Or interventions like providing healthier snacks, gym memberships, and a fat shaming hour? Next week, the vending machines are going to be filled with carrots and celery. At this point, it started to look like a dream job for me. Let's add a mandatory 2-hour calisthenics workout, and I'm sending my CV right away.
When I was a kid on pro-ED social media, I would always see lists that people made of reasons why you want to lose weight, and I've seen them come up again, so let's talk about it. These lists are characterized by things that are categorically untrue that will happen to you if you lose weight, like you'll be less scared to eat food. If you go on a restrictive diet, it will likely increase your anxiety around food. And then this is a big cut-off one, but it's basically like, oh, if you lose weight, you're finally going to meet the guy of your dreams, and you'll have your first kiss, and then you'll get married and have a bunch of kids. It should go without saying that none of this is true. You can have a happy, successful, love-filled life exactly the way you look right now. And I know, some people are like, oh, Aubrey, why do you care? Let people do what they want with their bodies. I can't control what you do. If you want to lose weight for whatever reason, then do it. But it would have saved me years of pain had somebody ever looked me in the face and said, you do not have to lose weight to be worthy of love.
I'm not saying it's easy or even possible, but it's technically true. Everyone is worthy of love. Except for people who push you out of the way to get on the subway. Let's just not use it as an excuse to neglect your health. I happen to know a lot of people who aren't getting enough fiber and protein. I'm just looking out for you, okay? I don't want to have to explain to my audience why you died of a stroke while eating a deep-fried Snickers bar. Ha! Incredible! I can't do this, at least not with my belly.
From now on, I am just going to treat every fat creator who has freshly turned into a weight loss influencer as if they've died.
What?
Yesterday, I had to block a mutual who had posted a video that I at first thought was satire. Like, they were talking about their journey from body positivity into fat acceptance as like a delusion that they were holding, that they do in fact have full control over their body and their fatness, and it's their responsibility to lose weight, and everyone else should lose weight too. So like, as far as I'm concerned, she's dead now.
This is how we handle uncomfortable information. Every time the data comes in, we just assume it's not true and go hysterical.
I don't care what anyone does with their body. It's when people start dictating to others, especially fat people, what they should be doing with their bodies that I draw the line. And it's a reminder again about why, unless it's fat liberation, it doesn't mean shit.
Can you calm down? You're burning extra calories, and our mission here is to stay fat. I like your style, but you need to pace yourself. Just go back to bed and lie down. After all, who knows when the next famine will come?
This is a realistic what I eat in a day as a plus-size girly just living my life. This morning we had everything bagels with vegetable cream cheese. It's our favorite thing to have for breakfast. For lunch, my girlfriend made this really creamy mac and cheese with veggies inside. It was so good. And veggies are veggies even if they're still smothered in cheese sauce. So I think it's a win for me. And then later on I had some pretzels for a snack and also these cheese and crackers. And for dinner, my girlfriend and I had girl dinner, which is Caesar salad with chicken and french fries on the side. And for dessert, we had Oreos.
Those diets make my stomach pretend it's in a crisis. Wait, it's starting now. I think we are done here. See you next time.